And now, your first alert weather.
Wow, it's getting really packed out here in downtown Jackson. We're just about to see the start of the Pedigree Stage Stop dog sled races. And this is the big send-off as the racers and the mushers go down downtown Jackson here. They brought in all this snow into the center part of town here. And everyone gathers around and cheers them on as those dog sleds go down the streets of Jackson. And then they continue on to the races in several stages over the next several days and weeks here. So again, this is the big kickoff. Everything starts off around 6 o'clock tonight, and the first dog sleds start just before 6:30. We're expecting to see teams come down the streets, and everybody's welcome to come down here. If you're in Jackson, you might have to walk a little bit and find some parking and then hike into Town Square. But, man, this is a real fun event, and the kids and everyone out here enjoying to see all the dogs and the festivities here. The mushers are getting ready. They're going to get lined up there very shortly, and cold temperatures outside not slowing anybody down, and actually it's pretty nice weather-wise. We got numbers right now in the upper 20s outside, lower 30s at the airport, and we're going to continue to see, of course, some cold temperatures here for this evening, but just dry weather and warmer temperatures expected for the weekend with no major threats of snow. We just have a slight chance of snow approaching for this Saturday and Sunday. So let's get into it. I want to show you First Alert Viper radar. Very dry conditions currently for eastern Idaho and western Wyoming. There's a little bit of moisture you see towards Boise. That's heading in our direction slowly, but high pressure is bouncing that moisture out of here, and we're really not going to see a lot of snow and rain in the coming days, just a slight chance of rain and snow. High pressure currently over Nevada and California. That's going to block that moisture, and you get a front that's fizzling out before it even gets into eastern Idaho and western Wyoming. There's going to be a chance for some snow Sunday night, especially around Jackson here and far eastern Idaho. That could put down a little bit of snow also through the Snake Highlands and through the national parks. As we take a look at Vipercast tonight, we have a few areas of clouds and freezing fog trying to develop, especially for the Snake River Plain and the lower elevations. You'll look to the west. Tomorrow around lunch, they'll get some rain out towards Boise. But watch what happens as we go into the Vipercast tomorrow afternoon around 4 o'clock. You can see that wet weather fizzling out, and it doesn't really make a big impact into eastern Idaho or Wyoming by that time. We have a bit of rain and snow that's going to get into Driggs and Jackson around tomorrow night around 10 o'clock at night. There's just a little bit of snow out there from the low-hanging clouds and freezing fog threats. Then we get into Sunday. We're expecting mainly cloudy conditions this weekend. Temperatures still warming into the upper 30s to lower 40s. And then around lunch on Sunday, there's a weak amount of rain and snowy weather trying to work in here as we go into the early afternoon hours on Sunday. We'll continue to see the threat for some lightly scattered mountain snow showers. So at this point, we're just calling for a bit of some snowy weather this weekend, but no major storms in the forecast. It's mostly just some light moisture coming out of those clouds and the overcast conditions. 38 for the high tomorrow in McCammon. We've got 33 in Lava Hot Springs. Jackson's going to get up to 34 tomorrow after a low of 16 tonight. 36 in Rexburg, 25 for Ashton, and 35 in Island Park, with that extended forecast in Jackson showing us a chance of snow here for tomorrow and Sunday. We'll be into the 40s for Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. More snow and rain trying to creep in for next weekend at the end of the 8-day outlook. Rexburg will have areas of freezing fog for the overnight early morning hours. Highs in the low 40s for Sunday and Monday. Salmon's going to be about 40 degrees. We'll be about 40 in Chouse. 35 for Mackey tomorrow, with lows down to the teens tonight. 8-day forecast in Salmon showing us areas of fog for the morning and overnight hours, but we have partly cloudy skies during the day, and we'll warm it up to 44 by this Sunday. Idaho Falls, a high of 36 for tomorrow. 39 in Pocatello, and will be about 43 for Burley. In the extended forecast in Blackfoot, highs will be aiming for the low 40s for Sunday and Monday. Areas of freezing fog, and then next week we do have another storm getting in there by Thursday with rain and snow chances to take us into Friday, and temperatures are expected to drop at the end of the 8-day just a little bit, but we're still holding on to a lot of 40s in this extended outlook. You can see that here in Pocatello at 44 for Sunday, 45 for Monday, mid-40s for Tuesday. Scattered snow showers in there for Thursday and Friday of next week, and Idaho Falls in your 8-day forecast will be in the mid-30s tomorrow. Then we're going to warm it up to the lower 40s for Sunday. Again, a chance for some low-hanging clouds and fog, and from that fog you can get some drizzle and flurries. But we don't have any major snowstorms until we get into maybe late next week, but even then it's a stretch. Thursday and Friday we got highs here into the 40s and rain and snow dotting the region to take us into next weekend. You'll see there at the end of the 8-day forecast, temperatures are trying to get back down into the 30s. So back out here live in downtown Jackson. Again, the festivities are just starting to get rolling here. We'll see the opening ceremonies to the Pedigree Stage Stop beginning around 6 o'clock, and then the first mush mushers go down the snow tracks here around 6:20, 6:30. So if you're in the area, come on down. Lots of fun things to do and see here. Of course, it's pretty cold outside. I just checked at the Jackson Hole Airport. We're about 30 degrees there, but we're more like in the upper 20s here in Town Square. So you definitely need the gloves and the extra protection tonight, the hats, and maybe the long johns, Todd. But we are expecting to see pretty quiet weather. It's still going to be really weird this weekend. Temperatures into the 40s for highs. That's really strange for this time of the year. And so far this month, we've had about 16 days above the seasonal norms. So it looks like January is going to be an above average month in terms of temperature, but a below average month in terms of snowfall. Todd, we'll send it back to you.
Okay, that makes it tough for a sled dog racetrack. Michael, thanks a lot.